Bellieu, and I am the founder of True Fluency Kids Spanish Immersion Online. Congratulations on your decision to raise a bilingual child. You must have heard about all the great benefits that come along with it, and you're probably really excited but overwhelmed. It's normal if you're a little anxious about this. And there's a lot of myths going around about raising a bilingual child that might make you question your decision. That's why we're going to set some of your fears aside and empower you with the confidence to raise your tots to speak multiple languages, or just 2 is enough. So the first thing is, don't worry, they will start talking. If you're speaking to your baby in 2 languages and they're not talking back in either one of them yet, do not worry. This is totally normal. Tons of bilingual kids take a little longer to start talking because they're processing 2 languages. So if you notice your friend's monolingual kid speaking much more than yours, don't worry. You're making your kids bilingual, which takes more time. They will start speaking. If you don't believe us, there is a video in the blog. Click on it. Next thing is to be in this for the long haul. In order to raise a bilingual kid, you can't do it overnight. You have to be super duper intentional. And you have to be really consistent. Consistency is the key to learning just about anything, and so languages are not an exception. When we say to be consistent, we're talking about over lots of years. Most likely until the kids are 10. Do you want to be super intense? Yes, some days are going to be harder than others, but that's okay. Keep on going. You can help yourself be a little bit more consistent by having a schedule of pre-planned activities or using the OPAL method where one parent is going to speak to the child in one language, or other exposure activities. Next thing, send your kids on a trip. Okay, we know that this tip is really not going to work for everyone. However, if you happen to have friends or family living in the country where it's the language that you want your kid to learn, then definitely send the kids. If possible, try to do it once a year. And if you can go with them, awesome. Doing this will not only help your child learn the language, but also they're going to see aspects of the culture firsthand, which they might miss in your house or in the country where you're living. Next, try not to make the language a chore. And that's why it really helps to send them away for an extended period of time so that it becomes natural or normal. But don't make it a chore. You may find yourself getting excited, of course, about your kid becoming bilingual. But the kids just don't see the importance or the benefit right now. It's just annoying. Therefore, you have to create an excitement around the language. So try to tie it into certain movies, games, and especially find some kids at the playground who speak this other language, or TV shows, songs, and books. One thing to note is that the kids will push back once school starts. At school, they'll be constantly bombarded with the language of the country, and so you may get some pushback from them. They'll say, but no one in my school speaks this language. That's where the consistency and the commitment to not make the language a chore comes in. Stick to your guns, and again, try to find others who speak the language as well to normalize it. Use technology to your advantage. There are so many things you can do using technology to help your kid learn 2 languages. Not only are there songs on YouTube, movies on Netflix in the minority language that your kids can watch, but they also have access to native speakers online. So don't be afraid to call video. Call your friends on a video chat or family in another country. Make it regular and have your kid chat with them in the minority language. All right, let's talk about improving the language quality as they get older and what actually constitutes real language learning for kids. You're going to be surprised. So Bjorka Marianne, a PhD, who is the Ralph and John Suden Endowed Professor of Communication Sciences and Disorders at Northwestern University, mouthful, wrote an article in Psychology Today about this exact topic. What language is good quality language? She says that the quality of the interaction with the language 100% has to do with whether they then speak it. So for example, she says that low quality television is actually associated with lower vocabulary scores in bilingual children. What does increase vocabulary is real interaction, which is why we do not depend solely on videos or software programs at True Fluency Kids. You have to have a real convo. So according to the doctor, having stimulating face-to-face interactions with caregivers and teachers is crucial in helping the children acquire language. She even continues to say, aim for more face time with people and then choose educational or really high quality children's TV when possible. And last, hire a tutor. There's nothing wrong with hiring some extra help even if you are bilingual. A good language tutor is an expert at teaching a language in a conversational, fun way. And they usually have a lot of tricks up their sleeve to keep your kid having fun and engaged in class. Don't be afraid to incorporate a tutor or some language classes in that strategy. Like our classes, 6 kids or less, online 2 to 3 times a week. Raising a bilingual child may not be easy, but it's certainly possible and has so many benefits. So you can do it.